Well, it is one of the Valley's biggest galas of the year, the Steve Chase Humanitarian Awards benefiting DAP Health. The Chase is the organization's largest fundraiser, with proceeds going to support health equity and care for all. And this year's event will be a little different. I spoke today with the Chief of Brand Marketing for DAP Health, Steve Henke, about the Chase and what the organization is doing right now to help our community. All right, Steve, tell us about this year's Chase.
Peter, this year's Chase, I think, is going to really surprise all of the attendees because our team has been busy rethinking what the convention center can look like for an event. I've seen the technology that's going to be in the dining room, and it is incredible. I think last year attendees might remember that giant chandelier that they somehow suspended from the ceiling. Don't want to give it away, but this year is something very, very different. And it's going to, I think, really get people talking during the event. But yeah, the event's coming up and we couldn't be more excited about it. We've got Casey and the Sunshine Band, of course, performing. We've got a local honoree named Lynn Hammond, a local caterer who has been helping so many nonprofits across the Valley for decades, is being given the Partners for Life Award. And of course, the arrivals at this event, I think, rival any other major event in the Valley because it's got one of the longest and widest step and repeats anyone's ever seen.
And for folks who aren't familiar with the Chase, what is it and why is it so important?
Yeah, so the Chase has been, this is the 31st annual, and it has, since its inception, been funding the work of DAP Health, first as Desert AIDS Project, now as DAP Health. And it's named for a local designer, Steve Chase, who actually hosted the first, not Chase Awards, but the first gala, and it was 1992. It was at Wally's Turtle Restaurant, and it was Heartstrings. It was a show in 3 acts. And it was the first major fundraiser for then Desert AIDS Project.
What are some of the big issues right now DAP Health is dealing with in our community?
You know, DAP Health is home to 88,000 patients in the Coachella Valley. We're a federally qualified healthcare center, which means we were born to serve marginalized community members. Many of our patients are living in poverty. Many of our patients receive Medi-Cal benefits. So one of the biggest challenges right now is the uncertainty of what kind of funding or funding cuts might be happening at a federal level that could impact access to local health care.
And for folks who would like to attend the Chase or for more information, what do they need to know?
Well, they need to know that it's really simple. You just grab a friend and buy a ticket. You can go to daphealth.org/the Chase. You know what I say is if you love galas and you love dressing up, this is the event for you because I think there's no other event where people have more fun with fashion, have more fun just dancing the night away. But if you've never been to a gala and you are watching the news and you're feeling maybe a little helpless about the state of our world and people in our country who might be impacted by choices that are being made by elected officials, and you want to make an impact, you can vote with your dollars. You can support DAP Health by attending the Chase or any other of the nonprofits in our valley that are doing such important work caring for people that are impacted by things like poverty and other challenges.
All right, Steve, as always, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Peter.